Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2024 ski test. Today we're talking about the Atomic Maverick 86C. This ski gets overlooked quite a bit. It's really easy for consumers to kind of gravitate to the more expensive, kind of more exciting models. And I think what happened with the Maverick series is that the 88, 95, and 100 Ti kind of overshadowed this 86C. I will tell you firsthand that I've skied this quite a bit, and I think it is an absolute blast, and I think there are realistically a ton of people out there that would really benefit from and really enjoy this Maverick 86C. So kind of starting with construction here, pretty cool. Atomic uses what they refer to as omatic construction in the Maverick skis, which as its own thing doesn't mean much. But what's going on in here is we've got a relatively lightweight wood core, and then in the 86C we have carbon backbone. So that's similar to, say, what we see in the Backland series of skis, using that carbon backbone. And carbon is a really cool material for ski construction, as you may know. A lot of manufacturers use it, and it's a lot different than metal. One, it's lighter, and two, it gives the ski a little bit more energy. So in the flex pattern, which is not soft, I think a lot of people could look at this ski, kind of look at its price tag and where it falls in the Maverick collection and think like, oh, that's going to be a soft flexing, not very stable ski, but it's still pretty stiff. The difference here between, say, the 88 Ti is that this ski is going to be a little lighter on your feet and a little bit more reactive to skier input, which not only would help like an intermediate level skier, but it also helps somebody with kind of more of that, say, precision skiing style, somebody who really likes moguls and stuff like that, which we can talk a little bit more about in just a second here. And like I said, one of the benefits of carbon is lightweight. This ski is 184 centimeters in length, so really quite long, and comes in at 1,850 grams. So not the lightest ski in the world, but for an all-mountain ski in this length, it's pretty darn light. Now from a shaping perspective, and we'll set this one flat so we can take a look at rocker and camber, these are directional all-mountain skis and they are shaped accordingly. So quite a bit of camber underfoot, pretty high rise camber in fact. It's very similar to the amount of camber that we see in like Atomic bent skis like the Bent 90, but we do get a considerable amount of tip rocker up here. Directional ski, so a little bit less tail rocker, but there is some tail rocker back there. And then Atomic uses just kind of a subtle amount of early taper. They don't want this ski to feel catchy. This is not intended to be like a rip and groomer ski. It's intended to be a very versatile all-mountain ski, so you should be able to take it into trees, moguls, make short turns on the side of the trail, make big carving turns, just a little bit of everything. And then I wanted to point out that we also get Horizon Tech. So while this isn't like the top of the line ski in the Maverick collection or from Atomic's offerings as a whole, it is really cool to see this piece of technology up here. In this ski, we do not get it in the tail. In fact, none of the Maverick skis get Horizon Tech in the tail. So it is slightly different in how it changes the ski's performance compared to, say, the Bents that use it in the tip and the tail. Here we're really benefiting from a little bit more soft snow performance from that tip. You're actually improving float by shaping the tip that way, kind of beveling the base. And you're also getting a little bit easier turn initiation, which is really cool for this ski. Very helpful for that kind of intermediate level skier that's choosing it, but I think it's just nice when you have friendly turn initiation in general. I for one don't like to feel like I'm really fighting the ski. So from a performance perspective, approachable, kind of easygoing performance is probably the best way to think of this ski, and a lot of versatility too. So say you're the type of skier that, maybe you're more of a weekend warrior, you ski 10 to 20 times a year, you probably only own one pair of skis. A ski like this is a really, really good choice because you can take it to the mountain confidently, knowing that you're going to have a good time, whether you're just skiing firm groomers all day or whether you have some fresh snow and you're skiing a little bit of trees, a little bit of bumps. It is not a powder ski width, but I would certainly make the claim, and can support this through skiing it, that it is one of the better skis in its width range or in its class for soft snow. That's something that always comes through when we test it. It has in multiple ski tests now, as people highlight its mogul ability particularly. You may be familiar with Bob, my coworker, fantastic mogul skier, and he's always really enjoyed the Maverick 86C. And yeah, I think it's also fair to say that the entire Maverick collection hasn't received as much attention as it might deserve. There are a lot of skis in this category, kind of the, I guess here in Mavericks we're 86 to 100. There's a lot of skis in that width range, so not terribly surprising that they are somewhat overlooked. But I think in particular this 86C is quite overlooked and really shouldn't be. I also want to give a nod to Atomic for 2024. I think they really nailed the graphics on these skis. I haven't particularly disliked them in the past. I don't think it's been something that I pointed out as a graphic that I didn't like, but yeah, I'd say that I really do like the way that they made these new Mavericks look. So that's the Maverick 86C from Atomic. Let us know if you have any questions about it, and we'll see you out there on the slopes.